33 pathetic things people did while horny, according to Reddit. Should go without saying this isn't safe for work, but how many of these lists are? Special thanks to Lexaeus for his continuing contributions to this channel and my well-being. Number 33. I masturbated under the table during the SAT after I gave up on a section I couldn't handle. So, at least he grabbed something he could handle. Unless it was a woman, in which case, I like number 33. Number 32. There's this guy who went to my brother's school that was tripping on acid in the bathroom, jacking off to porn on his phone, max volume, no headphones, while laying on the ground in the stall. It ended with security outside the stall trying to get him out, and he yelled, "I'm not getting out till I finish." I feel like he deserved a standing applause as he was escorted out. "Get your hands off my penis," says someone responding. Number 31. I once pretended I was Randy Macho Man Savage for my ex-wife. She loved it so much she let me fuck her in the ass while she diddled her vag with a vibrator, and I screamed out Macho Man quotes till she came. "Oh yeah." Let me try that again. "Oh yeah." I don't know. F it. What's a Macho Man quote? Stripes doesn't know.
I know he used to own a spaghetti restaurant.
Bonesaw is right. I don't know how he would say it. You're going nowhere. I got you for 3 minutes. Oh yeah. 3 minutes of playtime. I could do better than that. I don't know. Don't you remember that one? There was like a Fallout video I did. I wonder if I could find that. We'll find it another time. Number 30. I once fucked a toilet paper roll. Got a paper cut on my cock. Never again without lube. Never again without lube. Somebody said the username does not check out. This man has no dick. Okay. Somebody said maybe he lost it after the accident. Ugh. Somebody else said you clearly weren't using a Charmin roll. I guess Charmin rolls are good to go and don't need lube if you guys are going to be using them for masturbatory purposes. This list is sponsored by Charmin rolls, your go-to choice. My go-to choice. Yeah, I gotta give it that thumbs up for your masturbatory needs. No paper cuts on the cock with Charmin rolls. Number 29. Once stealth jacked at summer camp. Is that what they're calling it? While I was pretending to nap while my friend was also in the cabin. Okay. They knew. Oh God. And we're too terrified to say anything or move. Oh boy. Probably because you were making eye contact. Oh boy. What if they were stealth jacking as well? You know, everybody's stealth jacking. I drove from New Jersey to Baltimore, Maryland for a blowjob. This is number 28. I guess it's not pathetic if he got what he went for, you know what I mean? But why you gotta travel so far, you know? There's so many horny people on the internet. All you guys gotta do is download the right app and then hope that you guys don't get all the STDs. You horny pieces of pathetic. Somebody responds, depending on what part of New Jersey, not that bad to drive. I would do this. Okay, guys, number 27. When I was in college, there was a really bad snowstorm one night, but I was up late texting some girl. Things got heated, and I decided to brave the storm to get lucky. She's up all night for the sun. I'm kidding, snowstorm. I ended up getting stuck in the snow about half a mile from her house in the city. I abandoned my car in the middle of the street and walked the rest of the way because I was not going home empty-handed, or empty-crotched, I should say. I got that ass. Yes! Then returned to my car a couple of hours later to find the battery depleted from the hazard lights. It was like 4 a.m. at this point, so I had nobody to contact for a jump. I ended up waiting almost 2 more hours before someone driving by jumped me, and I was able to unstick my car and drive home. Well, I mean, that's a fine situation. Nobody stole your car, you know what I mean? You left the hazards on, you know.
But you didn't get any.
He said he got that ass. Got that ass, yes. 10 out of 10, would do again. Great life memory of a desperate struggle for a conquest. Y'all need to find yourself some monkey friends. You know what I'm talking about? Monkey friends. This is why humans are still around. The unstoppable quest for sex. It's funny because some people probably don't even know that the reason they do half of the things that they do. Did I say half? That's incorrect. All of the things that they do is in a quest for the sex. Number 26. Jerked off in my sister's doghouse. What?
Why is your sister living in a doghouse?
Why was he in his sister's doghouse? How big is a doghouse that you could fit in there?
Why does the doghouse belong to the sister and not the dog?
Somebody said doghouse. That's not slang for something else, I hope. Because that would be preferable. Hey, bring that doghouse over here, girl.
Oh no, don't be crazy.
This guy said, nope, I was just horny as hell, so I crawled into Fluffy's home and polished the dolphin. Okay. Polished the dolphin, guys. You know. Number 25. I put a condom on a wooden towel holder and fucked it. But those are so skinny. Whatever, lady. Then I gave that wooden towel holder to my friend when I moved away. Long distance relationships are hard. At least you were safe about it. That wooden towel holder could have given you splinters. You think a splinter couldn't penetrate the thin lining of a... Guys, what is going on? We're not even close to the top. This is horrifying. I can feel myself having to read another list because this is going to be too short. And Lexaeus deserves better. Could you imagine if all of these lists evolved into me just trying to please Lexaeus?
I think 80% of people have sat on a couch that someone has slept on.
Duh. What do you mean 80%? You think people are buying couches and not getting crazy on the couches, Stripes? Number 24. In my sophomore year of college, the batteries in my vibrator ran out at a really inappropriate time. I put on some pajamas, walked down the hallway, and checked in our communal TV's remote for an exchange. This became somewhat of a tradition, culminating in the realization that I needed to buy my own batteries when I find myself doing it in someone else's dorm. When I graduated to plugins, I forgot to account for wattage changes when going abroad and blew out the fuse of my apartment as first introduction to all of my roommates. Well, somebody is very... She takes care of herself, you know? Boy, oh boy. A response here reads, I just got back from traveling abroad, and while I was away, I broke my hair dryer. I couldn't figure out why it was blowing so hard, and then shorted out until just now. When I read your comment, I know this isn't the main point of your post, but thank you for providing the answer I needed. Reddit is a ridiculous place, ladies and gentlemen. Number 23. Reading some of this just reminded me of something. In high school, I was really tired one day, talking to one of my buddies, not like a real close friend, but more of a peripheral bro, okay? And I was talking about how tired I was because it was early in the morning. He said he had some no-dos, which were caffeine pills, never heard of them, and asked if I wanted some. I said sure, so I took 2 no-dos, and he gave me. Okay. Then he started busting out laughing, and I didn't get the joke. What's so funny? I asked, and then he showed me the bottle. It was actually his father's prescription. Viagra. Oh.
Is this a prank or a mistake?
It's a prank, bro. I've made your cock hard, bro. It's a prank. Y'all better be the whitest boys in the world. That shit is so weird. So everyone in the group was laughing their asses off because I took 2 Viagra. Then word started spreading around the school how I had taken the Viagra, and everyone seemed to be giving me funny smirks and weird looks. I don't really know how Viagra is specifically supposed to work, so this might be a placebo thing, but an hour or so later, I had an uncontrollable rock-hard erection and had to go to the bathroom to jerk off. I came out of there and there was a bunch of people waiting for me, and they all started laughing. I gotta say, it was pretty fucking funny. I like to think that if I were at school and word got out that I'd taken Viagra, that some people would be offering themselves as what's the word I'm looking for? You know, solutions to my problem.
You said people and not women.
Stripes just said I said people and not women. So I guess we already know what fantasy she's painting in her mind, if not preparing to paint in My Paint, a program that she uses to draw. Because Stripes does stuff like that, okay? Boom, down. Sorry, I wanted to do that with the music. I hope you're not listening to this having a problem with me going bling, ding, along with the music, you know? Because that would be pretty counterproductive to me continuing with the list. I'm kidding. Number 22, jerked it to home drawn porn. I'm not very good at drawing, so he jerked it to his own thing that he. Whoa! What was I thinking? Shut up. Sorry. I can't show you because it's probably something that would get the video struck, even though it's toon stuff. But I think it was just a woman like with her monkey spread, you know? So, he actually says that he got a semi drawing it again. What an idiot. Someone gilded this. Oh yeah, I drew something and then I was like, oh, look at them titties. Look at them titties, look at them titties. Somebody responds, childhood me was very repressed and living in the age of no internet. Okay. The best I could manage were the Shopko and Target ads for bras. You poor boy. I once came upon the holy grail of circulars, which contained a full page of 5 to 6 women in matching underwear sets of various colors and lace, and I spent countless hours tracing the ad onto another sheet of paper, fuck me. Sorry. Almost, burped and, okay. You want to continue? I spent countless hours tracing the ad onto another sheet of paper, as I couldn't draw either, and then removing the underwear in my new sketch. The problem was, though, I had no idea what women look like under their panties. Stripes is laughing at this poor boy.
What? I didn't know what men looked under their panties either.
Stripes said that she didn't look like men. Didn't know. Okay. Stripes just said she said what? I didn't know what men look like under their panties either. I don't even know if she knows how meme worthy she is. Again, super repressed. So in the end, I settled for leaving the bottoms on and removing the bras, which were mostly an estimation of what I assume boobs looked like, as again, I had no reference other than the nipples seemed constant across genders. I would set the next to the original as sort of a primitive R on off. It was promptly thrown out after my first girlfriend in high school when it was no longer needed, but I'd probably still recognize a couple of them if I saw them on the street, and this was 20 to 25 years ago. Well, I'm glad that you guys have found each other on Reddit. Number 21. I was playing Battlefront 2 with my best friend when I was about 13. The urge came on and I used the vibration from the controller to do secretly do the deed while we were playing. I believe I was playing as the clone trooper with the heavy machine gun and could fire for long periods of time without overheating. You should have seen Stripe's face just now. She was laughing real. She had the biggest smile on her face and she wasn't even looking at me. She was looking at her computer screen, but I just looked at her to be like, I wonder what she thinks about that. And she was like, are you kidding me? Anyway, somebody responds, I did this with the Warthog machine gun in Halo. Pretty much sure a lot of people did. Look, man. I've been looking for a lot of these girls. Okay. No, but enough. Are you a female who's used a controller to get off?
I've tried, but it's not strong enough.
Stripe says, I've tried, but it's not strong enough. It's because you don't play any console video games.
Yes, I do.
Well, what do you play?
We had a PS4 at home.
Oh, God.
PS3.
So you violated those controllers.
Tried to. It didn't do anything for me, so I didn't do it again.
Oh, here we go. Another response says, I was in a party with like 8 people, and I'm pretty sure my friend did this. Someone mentioned it in a funny way, like, oh, you could keep this controller vibrating for a while. And then my friend went ghost on us. And a few minutes later, we heard a faint, like, grunt from his mic. Ugh. His mic. What the fuck? Listen, guy, I thought this was a girl. Look, to number 20. I was really sick with asthma that almost killed me. I was admitted to the hospital 2 weeks at this point, and my girlfriend comes in to visit me and gives me a blowjob in the bathroom with the IVs and all sorts of stuff like plugged into me. When I was coming, I had a pain in my chest and almost collapsed. Somebody said, that's not pathetic, that's awesome. He's just like, I know it's not pathetic, I'm telling everyone. Number 19, hooked up with an ex whom I hate. Actually, she hated me too. Like, we had the would not waste the piss on each other to put out the flames if one of us was burning alive kind of hate going on. The sex was angry, awkward, mutually selfish, and devoid of any personal warmth, and we both clearly felt ashamed about it afterwards, and were questioned what in our lives had gone wrong to bring us to this moment. But y'all still did it, right? Y'all still got it though, right? Somebody said, that was beautiful, man. You know he'd do it again too. Don't lie. Like some kind of sick art. Somebody said, let's ask him to fuck us too. Like Deadpool's hate fucking avocados. Here we go. Number 18. During a blizzard, a friend with benefits called me to meet her because she felt lonely. A normal walk of 2 miles and some change lasted from 40 minutes to 1 hour and 51 minutes. It was close to midnight by the time I got there at her downstairs basement, only for her father to randomly check on her, causing me to contort my body to hide from him. Glad I'm still alive. But did you get some? And then they never responded. What a sad day. Number 17. I once masturbated in the backseat of my parents' van while my dad drove. Jeez, man. Y'all are the worst. I was probably 12 or 13 in the far back seat, 2 seats behind him, with nobody else in the van, but looking back on it, he'd have to be pretty oblivious to not know. Somebody said, he also said, in addition, I also jerked off in the doctor's office between when the nurse checked me into the exam room and when the doctor actually showed up. Race against time was actually kind of exciting. Deposited my future children right in the corner of the room. To all of you who went under the pants or under a blanket, we are not on the same page. Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's not funny, it's just gross.
It's really like, dude, this guy just lives for the thrill. Oh, but his poor dad that just knew what was going on. That's the list that I want. You know, parents who have caught your kids on that gahoobledy-frubledy. What the hell you talking about now, parents? That's going to be the next list, guys. Look out for that next list. I'll make it today for Alexeus. Number 16. I thought putting my dick into a snowball would be fun. Turns out I compacted it too tight, so it was like rubbing dick on an ice rink floor. 0 out of 10. Would fuck Frosty the Snowman again? You mean you wouldn't? Okay. Number 15. I'm Jewish. Stripes like that one. Stripes like that one. She just started laughing after I said I'm Jewish. Anyway, ethnically at least. And I slept with a girl whose OkCupid profile had mentioned the destruction of Israel. Is that pathetic? I mean, if y'all getting some, how is this pathetic? You know? Number 14. I was about 12 or 13. I stole a traffic cone and fucked it a few times. Yeah. I had to cut a slit in the hole and fold it in.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Then put some Vaseline-soaked cloth to line it. I was a pretty creative child. Oh boy. Look, man, number 13 got deleted. Let's see if we can figure out what it was using context clues. Schindler's Lust, Schindler's Fist, Schindler's Wrist, Oshwhacking.com. We can assume that this guy probably got off to Schindler's List, which is, or maybe got off while it was on. I don't know, man. Weird stuff.
Maybe he went to like a Holocaust museum and got off there.
I don't know, Stripes. I don't know. Number 12. I'm a wet wank guy. I don't know what that means.
It means it needs to be slippery. You can't get up.
It needs to be very slippery. What does that mean? Can't do it dry, ever. Full stop. One night I was alone in my dorm room and so damned horny, and I was out of lube. Okay, so lube is necessary every time he monkeys around. I look for lotion, none. Now I'm frantically doing the math in my head. Toothpaste? No. Deodorant gel? Nah. Probably not a good idea. I know. You're thinking, why not just spit in your hand? Well, that's a thing I can't do. I hate spit. I hate it. The smell of it, even the thought of it, makes me want to vomit. So that was out. Then it hit me. I'll just piss a little in my hand and that'll get me where I need to go. So I did. And I used it to jerk off for about a minute or two, and I had a crushing realization that I was sitting in my dorm room naked on the floor with piss all over my hand and dick, rubbing one out on a Saturday night. Rubbing one out on a Saturday night. I think I died a little inside right there and then. Still finished the job though. 2 out of 10. Wouldn't piss in my hand again. Pissing in your hand and getting over your piss. Piss play. You know.
What makes piss less gross than spit exactly?
I mean, piss is piss though, Stripes. You know, piss will always have the stigma of being piss. Yeah, it's technically sterile. Sterile enough to drink, you know. Not sterile. Is that sterile the word I'm looking for?
Yes.
Yeah, sterile is the correct word. But still, man, piss is piss. You know what I mean? People ain't trying to get pissed on. And you sure as hell don't want to be pissing on yourself unless you're trying to avoid the burns of a jellyfish or a snake or something. I don't know. It's piss. Using piss on your genitals? You know what I mean? Come on now. Unsanitary, baby. Let's see if there's any comments here. A response reads, just as a heads up for next time, poop works better. Stripes just went, Number 11. I have this username for a reason. And his username is Clorox Burns. Okay. Well, I guess he burned himself one pathetic horny night. Number 10. We're coming on home, guys. We're bringing it on home. Once got a handy from my girlfriend while watching a movie in her bedroom. Almost got caught by her mother. Came on my t-shirt and didn't bother to clean it much. We went outside shortly after and her parents and grandparents were there, and I had semen remains on my shirt still. That was 20 years ago. We are married now, and I'm typing this from the scene of the crime. Some people are just show-offs. There's nothing pathetic about this. Number 9. I blew a guy while his dad slept in the bed next to us. He probably wasn't even asleep while we were doing it, and I'm assuming he never slept ever again after that. He never slept ever again. But why would you do... Some of y'all girls are crazy.
What makes you think it's a girl?
Ugh! Shut up, Stripes. No, it says girl right in the username. Stripes is like, what makes you think it's a girl? Come on now. Oh my god. It says girl in the username. It's gotta be a girl. Okay. Look, man. Look, I don't know what this is. I don't know what the hell. Okay, number 8, man. Pulled up Pornhub and vigorously rubbed one out over the course of an Ultra Supreme Rain X car wash once. So he was in like the car wash, rubbing it out. Somebody said, I like how the car wash is the most detailed part of this story. Detailed. Get it? Stripes?
No, I don't get it. What's the joke?
It's car detail. Because car. Okay, Stripes isn't even paying attention. I'm sorry.
I am paying attention, but I don't know what any of this means.
Because car detail, it's a pun. Number 7. I engineered a fleshlight out of a towel. Oh, God. That's professional.
They don't know anything about cars.
Number 7. I engineered a fleshlight out of a towel, rubber band, rubber glove, and hand lotion, which I then taped to the computer desk and fucked. I was home alone and 14 years old. Today I learned I invented the Fifi.
What's a Fifi?
We're not Googling it. Not on this stream. Number 6, masturbated in an airplane bathroom when I was like 12. Couldn't finish because a 6-year-old kept knocking on the door. Some people that would help them finish. You know what I'm talking about? Hi-yo. I'm kidding. Somebody said, why didn't you let him out? That's funny. Because let him in is the joke. But let him out is the good joke. Let me out of here. Almost done. Somebody else said, every day we stray further from God's light. Oh boy. Number 5. I once fucked a can of Chef Boyardee's raviolis. That's another, good segue into our ad read. This video comes to you in part by Chef Boyardee, the most fuckable brand of canned foods, y'all. A response here reads, this should be the first line of a novel. Damn. Somebody else writes, it seems like it would fit in The Martian. It's a strange feeling. Everywhere I go, I'm the first. Step outside the Rover, first guy ever to be there. Climb a hill, first guy to climb that hill. Kick a rock. The rock hadn't moved in 1,000,000 years. I'm the first guy to drive long distance on Mars. The first guy to spend more than 31 souls on Mars. The first guy to grow crops on Mars. First guy to fuck a can of Chef Boyardee on Mars. First. Fuck that can of Chef Boyardee. Number 4. Called one of those late night chat lines. Met up with this 47-year-old chick at like 5 in the morning. She was a heroin addict. Helped her move a bunch of shit on her lawn for a yard sale, presumably to get money for more drugs. I felt her boobs and made out with her a little bit. Her daughter came downstairs and they got in an argument, calling each other cunts. She asked me to go upstairs, but I politely declined. I left after that. Don't make that call. Big mistake not asking for a mother-daughter threesome. That's how real life works, right? Well, you guys won't know unless you try. And if you had drugs, the answer to everything is yes. Unless you don't have the right drugs, guys.
What makes you think that the daughter was a heroin addict?
Because everybody likes heroin, baby. I'm kidding. Am I kidding? No, look. Number 3. Jerked off in my friend's pool while he was inside making us sandwiches while we were 13. I finished as he came back outside and dove headfirst into my floating cum. The sandwiches were good, 8 out of 10. I'm assuming you never turtled him. I'll go to the grave with that one. Okay. Cum sandwiches.
I thought he meant he was inside the pool making the sandwiches.
Let's just hope nobody can hear you, man, because I'm not repeating that. Number 2, jerked in the backseat of a car my grandparents were driving. I was like 14 or 15 and super horny, and I highly doubt that they knew. My grandparents are both dead now, so at least never mentioned it. That's what you're thinking about. Jesus Christ. That is what you're thinking about. Well, Let's see here. This comment just reminded me that I was 17. I fooled around with my girlfriend in the back of her mom's car while her mom was driving. We thought we were so sneaky. In hindsight, there's no way her mom didn't know. Imagine how fucking awkward that must have been for your mom. Ooh. What? Look, okay, number 1, I once masturbated with hand sanitizer. Those of you who have been in this position know this is already a bad idea. Being the pyromaniac I was at 14, I also knew that when lighting hand sanitizer on fire on your hand, it burns slowly and not as hot. So I was like, what the hell? And found a lighter. Went at it until I was about to finish, and then lit my crotch ablaze. I was immediately in pain, flipping over in bed to put out my fiery genitalia. I did not come that night, and as a cherry on top, peeing the next day hurt like a motherfucker because the hand sanitizer. 0 out of 10. Do not recommend. So guys, there it is. Oh, here's some responses. Wait, so you masturbated with hand sanitizer and then to top it off, you lit your dick on fire as you were about to come? Are you actually retarded? This is why I get on Reddit, says somebody else. Listen, guys. I challenge you to, take the hand sanitizer FAP challenge, okay? Just jerk it with some hand sanitizer, and right as you're about to climax, you light it on fire, and then finish the job. You know what I'm talking about? If you can't do it, then the pain is your punishment. The pain that you otherwise would have, even if you were victorious in your endeavor.
What do you do if you're a woman?
What do you do if you're a woman? Same thing. Yeah. Just get it all over the clit sauce. The clit sauce. Wasn't there one about parents that I was talking about reading? Prying parents of Reddit. What secret of your child did you discover that made you wish you hadn't? So that's what I'll get on recording right now, and I will see you guys in the next one. Special thanks once again to Lexeus, and I hope that you guys are all having a fantastic and sexy New Year. What? I'll see you in the next one. God, what are you doing here? Bye. Oh wow, this is only 30 minutes. That's bad.